Hi guys, wee Bob here, and I am back again after saying I was back the last time, so I'm not going to promise anything this time. I have finished programming, where I've got my program I was working on to a state where I'm happy with it, and I've been missing YouTube. I've not been on for a month, which again has been the longest time and the best part of a year since I had such a break from YouTube. So apologies for that. I have got some of you guys have been following me for a long time and perhaps were looking for videos from me. I haven't even caught up with people's videos. So I'm sitting here, just to give you a wee quick update, I'm trying to learn how to draw expression because I haven't been drawing in quite some time. I seem to be struggling with my drawing, and I wanted to come back and try and do some expression. I was going to do the Mikey drawing and continue with that, but I thought I'm going to do something a wee bit different. I wanted to work on expression, and there's a really good picture from The Last of Us that I think is a brilliant picture, showing facial expression, and it's something I struggle with a wee bit, or a big bit. And I thought I'd vlog. I'm not going to put myself on camera. At the moment, I was watching Alan Meister Friday Waffle over the weekend, and it was actually just nice listening to him. I realised he was on camera afterwards because I was doing the ironing at the time. I tend to watch my YouTube when I'm ironing, but it was nice just listening to him talk. Alan's channel was one of the ones I watched in Oz when I was struggling with trying to get a job and things weren't working out, and it was like a comfort of home listening to his voice being the Scottish accent, and he can be quite funny, and he was quite funny this weekend. He was having a wee go at his dogs while they were pulling some sort of rope toy, which was quite entertaining to listen to. So I do apologise for not commenting on videos. I have literally been saturated with programming. I've got a wee list of things here. My voice might go off to one side because the microphone's to my right. My list is to the left. So yeah, I've talked about software programming, just working in C, C#, different things. And I'm going to draw at the same time as I do this because I've started this kind of little sketch. I need to bring up my reference drawing. So I've been programming in a program language called C#. Something I've been doing for a long time is programming, and I take breaks from it, similar to artwork. I've been doing art for quite some time, but I take breaks and then struggle to get back into it. So when I started doing the programming, it's taken me a good bit of time to relearn. Not so much relearn, because when you know how to program, it just kind of flows. You learn and you remember, and doesn't take long to recall what it was that you learnt previously. So this drawing is Joel, I think, who's one of the main characters in The Last of Us, and he's sitting next to the campfire with Ellie. Now, I haven't played The Last of Us because I struggle with what I would say is scary games, and The Last of Us is, in my mind anyway, quite a scary type game, kind of monsters chasing you and things like that, and I'm not overly keen on that type of game. But I did watch like a playthrough, and it was really great watching. I think it was one of the first Let's Play videos that I ever watched. I wasn't really familiar with the Let's Play type genre on YouTube until that point, and it was something that got me a lot more into YouTube, was watching these Let's Play videos, and I still do watch them. People doing different games that maybe I'm too scared to play, Alien Isolation being one of them. So where was I going with that? I don't actually know where I was going with that. Always the same with me. I forget where my brain was 5 minutes before. So yeah, it was nice to listen to Alan over the weekend. and do the software programming I was ironing at the time and various things that's been going on. Another thing I've been doing is I've been regularly attending kind of mental health appointments, group kind of sessions, because I've been struggling quite a bit recently with life, things that happen in life. Alan touched on a lot of these things in his waffle, and he does actually touch quite a lot on the effect that different aspects of his life have on him. And I think he's quite open and honest about it, and it's nice to hear. And I thought, well, why am I so closed to maybe speaking about mental health and that type of topic? And I've mentioned it briefly, but to go into more detail, or a wee bit more detail, I struggle with a particular situation in my life that has been ongoing for a long time, and haven't ever really learned how to deal with it. Kind of bog standard relationship type issues that occur, and I've tried many things to fix and sort out this issue, but it's almost like trying to change people. I've had to learn that you can't force your opinions on people, and sometimes you've got to just realise that they hold a different view from what you do. So it's been a learning thing for me, but I really was struggling with, whenever these issues come up, I would literally just lose all of my energy, want to just go and sleep, go to bed, not move, just hide, and hope that if I woke up, they would all these issues would be gone. And that never was the case. But so I started regularly attending these sessions, and they've been good. They've been very good. Nothing that I didn't know. I think called cognitive behavioural therapy. It's quite a common technique. It's been around for a long time, and it is an interesting subject to study, think about, talk about with different people, and see what other people have. And it was nice to be in a room with other people who, it was like a safe space. Everybody was trying to move on from issues that were going on in their life, and how to just cope and realise that we all have issues. So it was nice to be in that safe space, and those sessions have now kind of finished. Programming's coming to an end, and I've got other things going on in my life. So anyway, that just kind of gives you a wee bit of an update. I've been doing those types of things, and if anybody is struggling with anxiety, depression, that type of thing, I would fully support, or not support, I'm trying to think what the right word is, recommend, I guess, going out and finding what help is available, because you'll feel, in my own opinion, you'll feel much better for it, rather than just thinking man up, or whatever phrase you might want to use to say that mental anxiety isn't a problem. And it is a much more, I think sometimes this kind of world, we do take this softly approach these days, sometimes a wee bit too much. And sometimes I think you can be, I'm trying to think of the right way to put that is, you can almost super enhance your anxiety by being worried about it and overthinking it. I think it's proper to realise that everybody does suffer, but one of the things that the session was talking about was that anxiety will exist in your life, and it's there for a reason. It's just not meant to be there as a constant in your life. You're not meant to live with it every day. You're meant to use anxiety and to for the right situations, but it's not meant to be in your life on a constant basis. So you need to not deal with it, but understand that if it is there all the time, it's not going to be good for you to be in that kind of heightened state all the time. I know this is a wee bit, trying to think what this talk is, it's not my usual, I guess, but I'm kind of tired of maybe being too closed when I'm on here trying to make things all rosy in the garden. So just trying to do this guy's face, it's working out quite, it looks a bit weird maybe to some people. I'm just trying to capture a kind of laughing expression, and it'll develop over a bit of time. It looks nothing like the picture, but as I say, I'm trying to just learn. And usually with drawings it takes me a long time to build them up before they actually look, excuse me, decent. So Joel and Ellie are sitting next to the campfire. It's a nice scene where she's kind of throwing her head back and laughing, and he's rolling a cigarette and laughing, or he's peeling something. I think he's maybe widowing with a knife, and just looks like they're having a good time next to the fire. And I actually really love the picture. I would love to be able to draw it as well as the person has, and I guess that's a wee bit of the challenge, is can I get anywhere close to what this person's captured in this drawing. It's really quite an amazing image. If you just Google Last of Us campfire drawing, you'll find that it's probably the first hit that you'll get. So anyway, I've missed YouTube. I've been very aware of not doing YouTube, and then I feel guilty about it, and I think, why do I feel guilty about it? Because it's a hobby. It's meant to be a hobby. It's not meant to be a chore. Nobody really wants to see you on there if you don't want to be on there. But at the same time, the programming has literally just taken over my whole existence the past month. In fact, it's probably close to 2 months now that it's taken over, and it's time for me to get back to enjoying some music, enjoying some YouTube. It's there now, it's working relatively well. I don't need to spend as much time on it, and I'm just going to take a wee bit of a kind of a wee bit back into my drawing and stuff like that. Trying to challenge myself. His mouth looked rubbish, to be fair. His mouth is pretty poor and needs some serious work there. But you get there's a guy here and he's meant to be laughing, but again, me trying to capture that is the purpose of this drawing. I've got other things I've been doing. I'm actually just finished watching it. Me and the family are watching Doctor Who, enjoying it. We've just got to the end of season 2. Not going to give away any spoilers in case anybody's not watched it. We're obviously quite far behind. I think it was originally shot in 2006 or something like that. And it's just a good show. The kids like it, or some of them like it. Some of them have fell away because it was kind of samey. I apologise if you hear the tapping here. It's almost like Meister's dog's feet on the laminate flooring. Instead, it's me with my pen on the screen, making his kind of beard a wee bit. Can I turn that off? Yeah, so just I need to work in this mouth area. It's not good enough. Doctor Who, other thing that I've been trying to do with the hospital appointments, or the kind of sessions to do with mental health, they were suggesting doing some exercise and getting back into exercise, and I have unfortunately fell away from doing my cycling because of the schedule of the family, partly due to laziness. So we started doing badminton. The kids, we started doing some badminton and going swimming and just enjoying doing some sport, which is helping with just enjoying life a wee bit more with the kids, trying to enjoy their time while they're still young. And so we've been going to badminton at the local leisure centre, and we've only been once or twice, once recently. We've been trying to get back, but again, my kids go on camping trips. There's 2 of them doing their exams. The other one's doing like drama clubs, and there's a show on this week, and then another fundraising event, and life is just like, you're like, when's it time for us to have some peace and quiet and a break, I guess. It is quite difficult just always keeping up with all the clubs and stuff that's on. And having 5 kids, there's always something on that you need to be aware of. Gaming, I have not. I'm just looking at a wee list there. Gaming, I have not been gaming. As simple as that. I have not been gaming at all. There's just no time. And Alan was talking about, he'd obviously went through his recent personal changes, so if you want to hear about that, I'd rather you just went over and watched his own video about it. But he was talking about how he'd moved a lot of old systems out of his loft, and he couldn't believe how much stuff that he had, and his pal who wasn't into gaming was just kind of slagging him, I guess, and saying, what the heck is all this stuff that you've got, what is this? And I was in CEX the other week, Computer Exchange, I believe is what it means, and they were selling a few things that caught my eye, but I seem to have the restraint. I don't get sucked into buying that often. Recently, obviously, I bought the PlayStation 1 Classic. I have bought some VR games, bought Red Dead Redemption. I get kind of sucked into that. And I just think to myself, when I was standing in CEX, they actually had a Commodore 64 Mini. Now, it was £45, I think, which I think is pretty okay. I don't know, but I couldn't see a box for it. And I was really tempted. I'm thinking, oh, that's Alan's always kind of talking about that being pretty good. Your purists maybe don't agree, but for me, I'm quite into emulation. It doesn't really bother me to do emulation. It's always nice to be doing, I guess, the I think I'm trying to say here. It's always nice to get original hardware. It's always nice to have original hardware and use that if you can. Now, I don't have that much original hardware especially not from back then. His mouth is bugging me. I'm going to have to change it. It's frustrating me. So I don't have any original hardware. I used to have a Spectrum with loads of games. I gave that back to my older brother. I'm trying to figure out how to do this expression. I've tried this drawing so many times, and I just seem to continually fail at trying to capture this expression as a work of art. So anyway, I'm standing in CX looking at this Commodore 64, thinking to myself, yes, I want that in my collection. And then I'm just standing there thinking, but are you going to play it? And I'm like, I'm doing the programming just now. I want to get back into the art. I want to get back into YouTube. And I looked around and I seen all the PlayStation 4 games that I've been thinking about getting. Loads of games, and then I thought Red Dead Redemption. I've not even played it at all. I played it like the first few days, and then I haven't played it since. Excuse me. This mouth is really frustrating me. Grr. So yeah, expressions are difficult. I might just try and work on other bits now, because otherwise I'm going to get annoyed and give up. what I should actually do, because I'm trying to get back into this, is I should pull that drawing into here and do some tracing. And the tracing's a bad word, but see, if you're trying to learn how, like, that nose now looks like it's straight on, and it shouldn't. But tracing is actually a good way of, what's going on, of learning how to draw. And I think for this expression, I really am, that mouth is doing my head in. I'm probably going to have to try and pull it in and see how to draw it, or really analyse it and see. I mean, it is kind of, the mouth is maybe too small. I think that's the problem, it's too small. It needs to kind of go bigger, I think, and go down here. Draw it real rough at the moment. So I walked away from the Mini 64. Alan was mentioning about having the Spectrum, and I remember being tempted at the time when he said he was going to sell it. I remember being tempted, and to hear that he can have only got a few quid for it, I'm like, oh my goodness, that could have been mine. Being a Spectrum kid, I would love to have a Spectrum in my collection. But would I play it? The answer's no, I wouldn't, because I just don't have that in my life. It's not that you don't have time. I don't really think that. A part of it might be that you don't have a lot of time. I think he's smoking a cigarette here. A part of it may be that you don't have the time, and that's something that each person has to kind of figure out for themselves. For me, I don't have a lot of time for gaming. I like it. I used to like it, and obviously my channel was based around gaming. And as a kid, I was a big Spectrum gamer and PlayStation gamer. But nowadays, whenever I'm playing a game, I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. That's why I like short games. But whenever I'm playing a game like Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto, a lot of the times I do think to myself, well, what else could I be doing with my time? And I enjoy drawing, I enjoy badminton, I would like to see a bit more of the world, which is a wee bit difficult. Again, with 5 kids, it's quite expensive to go anywhere. We are doing a lot more things this year, and we'll see where else we can fit in. My job is moving on. I would guess my job, I've got a wee while left in it that's secure, but that's again something I've got to look at in the future, is where am I going to be in my job? Am I going to have a job, for instance, because of funding cuts and various other things that are ongoing? So gaming just hasn't been there for me. I know this is a bit of a waffle, and if you're still here, cheers for listening. I don't actually know how long I've been talking for, but I will probably just upload this, and if you're interested, you can keep it. 23 minutes, that's reasonable. I'm still going to carry on. Well, my drawing looks nothing like the one in the Google. I promise you that. If you looked at the one in Google and you looked at mine, you'd be like, holy crap, that looks nothing like it. And please don't laugh too much, because with drawing, I don't know how long it took the person to draw that one. May only took them like 23 minutes. You never know. But my drawing skills are really rusty now, because I've been programming. It's quite embarrassing when you come back to drawing. You're just really struggling. So yeah, gaming, I am still. I see Sonic the Hedgehog nostalgia trip. I see Altered Beast. I see Grand Theft Auto. It's a total nostalgia trip, and I love the feeling. I love that. I don't even know how to describe it, but the feeling that you get when you're almost transported back in time to maybe simpler days when things weren't as complicated, and you kind of pine a wee bit for those days. Listening to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles while lying in your bed watching a 1990s movie, as I would have as a kid. Well, as a young teen maybe. I don't even know when it came out. So yeah, gaming, jobs moving on. I don't know what's going to happen job wise in the next year or so. Everybody's the same boat. My job's a good job. I really don't have much issues with my job. Frustrations, yes, but like every other job, that's kind of normal. Everybody gets frustrated with their job, I'm sure, at some point. I actually quite like my job, so it's not so much of a that I don't like my job. I do. So last week I got an email from Redbubble. They have told me that my Peaky Blinders artwork has been removed, and this was due to a complaint by the production company who make Peaky Blinders. Am I annoyed about it? A wee bit, because other people have clearly got Peaky Blinders stuff still on Redbubble. Even like total ripped off, not original stuff that I can tell anyway, in any way, shape or form. It's just total ripped from Peaky Blinders or from another photographer, and people are able to sell that, but my stuff gets taken down. So a part of me was disappointed, but another part of me was a wee bit flattered. I'm thinking, well, it's nice to be, maybe they thought it was good. maybe I'm delusional, but I'm still happy with what it was. It's still up in my wall. So if you do wish to buy the Peaky Blinders and I don't get this video removed because I'm talking about it, contact me directly through my email, which will be in the description or a previous video's description. The last thing I had on my list here was the buying games, and like I says, I'm not into buying stuff, because I just look at it and go, it's not getting used. My PlayStation 1 Classic, yes, I will pick it up and play it. My SNES, I'll pick it up and play it. But really, I could just go in on my computer and get most of these things up and running through other means. But I'm still tempted by a MAME cab. My wife asked me the other day what I would like for my birthday. And I have got not even quarter built, but I started building a MAME cab, even recorded myself doing all the cutting and stuff like that in the garage. But is it something I'm going to finish, or is it just going to lie there and I'm not actually going to do anything with it? What would I want? And I really would like a MAME cab, and I think it would be something that, if it's there in your face, there's more chance of me playing it. Again, I could be being delusional like I am with the other things I've bought, like the SNES Mini and the PlayStation Classic. They do pretty much just sit in a room up the stairs. So do you buy a MAME cab, or do you spend your money something else, more like an experience, something? I'm not too sure. So anyway, guys, this actual expression kind of drawing that I've been doing here has turned out better than most of my recent attempts. I have been attempting to draw this for quite some time, and to get, the one online just looks like a photograph. I'm just trying to capture the expression of laughter a wee bit, the expression of some sort of expression, because if you look at most of my pictures, they don't contain expression, whether it be the Mission Impossible, it's a straight mouth. Peaky Blinders has got a bit of an expression, and that one I did spend hours and hours and hours on. The angry face of the exploding fist. But most of my drawings don't contain, I'd like some sort of expression. That one with the campfire, as I say, go and look it up online. Joel and Ellie sitting next to the campfire, just the expressions in their face, it's just, I don't know, in my art, that's something I would like to be able to capture, and I feel I've done a reasonable job of capturing this in the 20 minutes that I've been kind of drawing it and blabbing, and I figured I might as well get something uploaded to YouTube. Not that this is just something, this is what I wanted to get up. It's been half an hour that I've been waffling for, which is longer than usual. I don't think I'll edit it. I think I'll just put it up, and those that want to listen this far in, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's views, comments, and I hope you guys are all doing good. So cheers for listening to me if you have, and wee Bob is gone. Cheers guys, bye.